viewers, welcome back to another episode of Career Chronicles, where we give you expert advice and profile local figures who are making an impact. With me, Chris Kaukema. Stay tuned. Good evening, viewers. Welcome back to another episode of Career Chronicles, and today I'm joined by Sari Owanga, a Chief Finance Officer at Granger Trading. Today he'll be sharing with us expert advice on how Granger Trading actually does its expertise and how Granger Trading puts out itself to Namibia. So tell us more about Granger Trading and what Granger Trading really has to offer.
Okay, thank you very much, Chris, for having me. My name is Sari Owanga. I'm the CFO of Granger.
Okay.
Yeah. So Granger is a newly startup that trades in the supply and delivery of medical supplies, pharmaceutical supplies, PPE, and so on.
Talk to us about you being the Chief Finance Officer. Tell us how a typical day looks like for you.
Okay, so as I know the title says CFO, but it's from the ground up.
Yes.
So we're basically doing everything in terms of compliance and finance. So that will basically be getting from requesting invoices, making sure requesting quotations, making sure payments are made on time, making sure, yeah.
So tell us, what inspired you to take up this role as an accountant? Did you study? Did it come about when you were at a very young age, or when did it really spark your mind or your thoughts?
Okay, so basically, yes, I studied. I have an honors degree in accounting.
Okay.
Currently studying towards my CFA, to become a chartered financial analyst. Yeah, and I met Titus. A few years ago. He came up with the idea. He brought it to me, and he's a visionary. Titus, our managing director.
Okay.
So he gave me the vision he has and what he wants to do with the company, and I decided to go on board with him.
Okay. Wow. So tell us, what do you think is the most challenging thing you think you face in Granger Trading?
Challenging. Okay. It comes down to it's your supply and delivery. So basic problems like supply chain interruptions. We have trade wars going on now. So with price fluctuations and everything of that sort, it's quite difficult to get and stick to a certain supplier because tariffs are going up and down at every given time. So yeah.
Okay, talking about supply and delivery of health facilitators or facilities, how do you ensure these the actually safeties when you are actually accounting and doing this job?
All right. So there is policies on the ground in terms of quality assurance. We only source our what we supply from registered and secured international suppliers. So people with, we make sure the quality is good. We are also working on onboarding a director, someone with hands-on experience in the medical industry, to basically be also to also give us light in terms of what type of quality is needed when it comes to medical supplies and pharmaceutical supplies. Yeah.
Okay, talk to us about what skills you think are really necessary for someone in your position.
Someone in my position.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe anyone can do it.
Anyone can do it. Yes.
Anyone can do it. Yeah, but you need to be a visionary, as I mentioned about our managing director. You need to be a visionary. You need to see the vision. It's not your everyday. You need to think outside the box. You You need to be patient. We're dealing with international suppliers, so sometimes it might take a while to get emails back. You need to be patient. You need to be persistent. It's a lot of personal skills required.
I heard you say vision a lot of times here and repeatedly. Where do you see, or what is the vision of Granger Trading, and where do you see yourself maybe after, where do you see this company actually after 5 years?
So the vision is to cement Granger in the pharmaceutical and medical industry. Basically, put it as one of the most trustworthy brands when it comes to supplying of quality and affordable medical supplies.
Okay, so talk to us about you having the accounting position, and if you also maybe one day want to inspire someone who looks up to a position like yours, what would you tell them?
With accounting, I mean, you'll obviously need an accounting background.
Of course.
Yeah, but I believe that it's a wise man once said, to make it in life, you should have two friends, an accountant and a lawyer.
Okay.
So it kind of gives you a perspective on how life, we all need that accounting basic accounting knowledge when it comes to almost everyday life. So yeah.
So talking about Granger Trading, does Granger Trading actually employ a wide range of people, and how do you, if you do, how do you manage these people at site?
Okay, as I mentioned, I'm from the finance position, so I make sure the people are paid that are employed. Okay. Yeah, but there are policies most of our people are employed on a temporary basis, depending on the demand and amount of contracts we are able to get. But we do have a lot of visionaries on board with us. Okay. In terms of marketing, in terms of administration, people who see the future of what Granger wants to bring to the table, and yeah.
So what would you tell someone who wants to bring up their own construction company?
Their own medical supply company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's a lot of making sure you're compliant and everything. Tax compliance. It's not easy, but it's doable. Okay. You'll need to put a lot. You need to make a lot of sacrifices, but it is possible.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sir. So, well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Sari Owanga, a Chief Finance Officer at Granger Trading. So he shared with us that it's doable to have your own supply and delivery company. So stay tuned. Welcome back, viewers. Today I'm joined by Jimmy Shapwa, the CEO and founder of Dolomite Furniture. He will actually be sharing with us his journey in founding his business and also telling us how it is going so far with Dolomite Furniture. Welcome, Mr. Jimmy.
Thank you, sir.
So tell us, what does Dolomite Furniture really have to offer, and what is it all about?
Well, Dolomite Furnitures, as the name says, it's a furniture business. We do custom design furnitures. Okay. So basically, with our business, we don't keep stock. Okay. Because we give the clients what they want. You come with your design, and then we bring it out for you exactly how you want it.
Oh wow.
Yes.
So how did the idea of custom design in the furniture come about?
Well, the idea came about when we first started. We were just playing around, and then I remember this guy approached me and said he wanted to do content for me, and then one of the first content he made out update says custom design furnitures. That is when we realized, oh, so what we're doing is actually custom design, because we do what people design themselves.
So this idea come from you maybe studying somewhere, or is it just a business idea that sparked your mind?
Well, we started in 2020 during the phase of Corona.
Okay.
I remember when the president announced that there was going to be a lockdown. So the second time he announced that, we came to realize that maybe Corona is here to stay. And that time I was fresh out of university. I studied business administration at IUM.
Okay.
And then we just started, like, it was me and my cousin. We decided we cannot just be sitting at home waiting for this phase to end. So let's do something creative. So if this is over, then we could actually have invested something within ourselves.
Oh, wow.
So we decided to just play around, do some furnitures. We made some hexagon blocks, which at the end of the day, I put up on Twitter. Then the next morning just blew up. We got messages, people wanting to do all sorts of things, which we did not have experience at the time.
Yes.
But then we invested so much intense research, studying. That is how Dolomite was born.
Okay, so tell us, how do you maybe differentiate, and what do you think Dolomite is? Maybe why do you think it's special from other furniture companies, and how do you really think it differentiates itself from other companies?
Well, how we stand out, I like to say to people, why settle for the second best thing when you can have the very best thing that you want? Because if you go to let's say you go to Nictus. Nictus is a very big company, but Nictus will force you to buy what they already have. You cannot really get what you want. So with Dolomite Furnitures, you come with your idea. I want this, like this.
Okay.
And then we give it to you how you want it. So we
you custom.
We custom made it, but we replicate actually what you give us.
Okay.
So we advise our clients to, if you say you want a study table, TV stand, if you don't have a design, we advise them to go on Pinterest, because most of my work comes from Pinterest. And in Pinterest you find really good ideas, things that you hardly see in the shops.
So if I come today to Dolomite Furniture, how will the process really go about if I say I want a chair like this today?
So first of all, you have to give us your design, and then we study it, and then we give you a quote, and then you're required to give a 50% deposit.
Okay.
And then we work it out. We send you sneak peeks. Then when we're done, you pay the remaining.
Oh, okay. Wow, sounds interesting.
Very much.
So what types of furniture do you usually specialize?
Well, if it can be made from wood or boards, chances are we can make it. So we're talking about TV stands, wardrobes. We do tables. We've also ventured into headboards and making beds right now. Yes.
So do you actually also maybe supply a broad range of furniture to any certain company, or usually just do it to certain individuals?
Well, as of now, we are still on the ground. So no, we are not affiliated with any big company that we supplied. We've worked for some big companies, corporates, but we are not, just to say, affiliated that this is the company that we provide certain furnitures to. Yes.
So can you share with us any memorable maybe furniture or something you really created and you felt like, yes, this was really special?
Yeah, I remember 2023, I believe, if not 2024. I made this. We name most of our products, especially after the first client that ordered them. If it's boots, then we name it after you. Or give it whatever name we feel suitable. So this kitchen I call Rome, because it really took me a while, and then when I finished I said Rome was not built in one day. It's a state of the art. It's just this certain lady came to me and said she wants a kitchen, she has no design, so I must just surprise her. So all she said was she wants it glossy, no handles.
Oh, wow.
So then I have to,
actually custom specialize
it, no handles, but yet make it user-friendly for you to open and do everything. It was really the best product I've worked on. So it's something that really put me up there.
Talking about this, I feel like you are an artist actually, because this really takes up one's mind to actually bring up such things. So when you were in high school, have you ever were you doing some drawings, or was it really passion, or was it something you grow up with? Because usually artists get this kind of sense and put up their things.
Well, funny enough, I'm very talented with my hands. Yeah. Funny enough, I remember when I was in pre-primary, you know, they gave us those drawings to color in. I was the one that would draw for people to color in.
Oh, wow.
So I just had this drawing talent. Yeah, so that's why even when before we work on something, I put it on paper and I draw it in 3D. This is how I know this corner is supposed to be like this. We don't miss a point.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. So now that you have a business and you have Dolomite Furniture, it's actually a big range, and it's actually a big role now since you are the founder.
Yes.
How do you ensure there is a quality in what you're doing in every custom piece?
Well, since I'm the artist, nothing leaves the workshop unless I'm happy with it. So if I notice this is not really good, sometimes because we give now the clients the estimated time we should finish with deliver. But then if it's not happy, if I'm not happy with what I'm looking at, then we don't let it go out. That is how I ensure quality. Nothing goes out without my approval. Nothing goes out until I say, okay, I'm really happy this line is going to be happy, so let's take it out.
So you actually make sure, yes, that you
sure.
put your hand out there and make sure everything is...
And I actually get involved quite a lot.
Okay.
Get involved quite a lot.
So is there anything you do apart from Dolomite Furniture?
Well, no, basically, I do pretty much everything. Like I'm a very handy person. If you said you want tiling done, I tile for you. Okay, wow. Say you want painting, I've painted for Popkevitz Toyota. Yeah, I've done tiling work for them. So yeah, if it's something that I can do, I'll do it. But then it's not really, some of those things I don't really like to affiliate with the Dolomite Furnitures, because Dolomite Furnitures is furnitures.
Okay.
Yes.
So what challenges do you actually face when it comes to you having to finish products? You know, people actually, you do custom designing, and people actually say, I want such a product. And do you face challenges like getting a product and what happens is the product is, the customer is not happy, and any challenges of that sort?
Well, yes. I'm going to admit we've not made every client happy, but then we've tried to make up for the clients that we did not make happy. Okay. Most of the challenges we face is the third party, because we buy the material, we do the workouts, we give to the people that cut out for us. Okay. So most of these things need special cuttings, and not everybody can do special cutting. So then also these people that we cut with, they sometimes, because we're not the only one doing this work now, so you go there and you find out they have so much workload. Okay. So sometimes that also affects our ETA. Something that was supposed to take 3 days can take up to 2 weeks, because now we're waiting for those guys to bring back the cutouts, and we can't do anything until we get them back. That is one of the major challenges we face. And also, like I mentioned, the special cuts now. Let's say somebody wants something that is made round, and those the industrial machines only do straight cuts. So now we have to get like a certain tool that can do the round cuts. And we're still starting, we run with all the other tools, so we have to employ somebody that can do that. And sometimes it takes a while. Yeah,
I understand. So tell us, where do you see Dolomite in like maybe 5 years to come? Because obviously it's a furniture company, and we have many furniture companies. How do you plan to stand out Dolomite Furniture?
Yes, how we already stand out is everybody can put two boards together. Yes. Yeah, but how we stand out is most of our works are not the ordinary things that you do. It's just a pity I can't show you now. Okay, but if you go on to my Instagram page, Dolomite_furniture, you'd see that most everything that are there is something. If a normal drawer, we put something unique in it, like maybe a concealed drawer, or push to open doors, which where else everybody else would do just doors with handles where you just open them. We like to use self-closing doors where you just push it a little bit and it closes itself. That is how we stand out. We try to do things differently from other people. Where people will do 1 + 1 and give you 2, will do 1 + 1 and give you 4.
Okay, wow. So where do you, like I said, where do you see yourself like within 5 years to come? Do you see yourself maybe doing other bulk deliveries and actually shining out there in as one of the furniture companies?
Yes. In 5 years' time, I would like to see myself competing with the Enigmas, because I don't like to say I'll compete with my fellow people.
Yes.
Because my aim is up there.
Yes.
So in 5 years' time, what we're looking at is having a big workshop where we can actually do cuttings ourselves. We also like to maybe opening up a training center where we can train people that would want to attain the same skills. Wow. Yeah, those are things that we're looking to in the next 5 years.
Okay, so what will you really tell someone like me who wants to own a furniture company? Maybe someone young who is actually looking forward to and has passion in what you do.
Well, yes. First of all, you need to be, if you're starting up, you need the skills.
Okay.
But then everybody can get the tools, but then not everybody can get the skills. So you need to really invest intensely into acquiring the skills. One of the hardest thing is working it out. Yeah, you need to know the sizes, what to deduct where, what to add where. Yeah, and once you have set up, you need to be very disciplined.
Okay.
Because I see most people, which is also something I faced back then, is you get a deposit, then you mess it up. In the end, you're struggling to deliver because now you don't have the money. You need to be disciplined.
Okay.
When you get the deposit, use it what it's meant for. Buy the material, finish the client's work. The deposit is not yours, it's the profit that is yours.
Definitely.
Yes.
So well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Jimmy Shapwa, a joiner and the CEO of, founder and also the owner of Dolomite Furniture. Yes. So he shared with us his journey and what you need to actually bring up your own furniture company. So see you. Good night.
My name is Mbundu Petrus Masinga. I'm staying here in Trakport. I'm selling plank, and also I make the table, chair, everything. The bed, and the door, everything. If you send me, you can bring in the picture. Also, I can do. I have WhatsApp also. As I'm blind. I'm blind 2005.
Joseph Domingo. I'm selling here. As you can see, my craft. As we used to sell timber, planks, and elephant balls, tables, chairs. So, but we are here, as you can see, public place. But the problem that we are facing here, even the government cannot even look at for us, because we don't have a schedule, so we can just protect our products during the rainy season. He also just look at us, and also the customers is difficult to get where we are because of only the customers, those used to come here and buy, those they can just pass through the road, so they can just see us. But we don't have a customer through internet. We don't have a customer through technology. What I'm saying, something like this. So it's good if we can just provide it for us in the newspaper and the other channels, so that the customer to get us here. And my cell phone number is 081 21 43 887. Thank you. As you can see here, it's a nice balls, rounds. You just put food here, different foods like soap, and here you can get cabbage, fly, whatever. As you can see, it's nice balls for love even. I think people will like it. Yes.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to catch us every Friday on DSTV channel 285 and GoTV channel 25. Have a blessed night.